So today's snapshot video, this is going to be a little bit different than usual, and it's going to be big. Take a seat. Lads and ladies, everybody, welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 27. Welcome to the snapshot. Inside of this snapshot, we've got a brand new biome. We've got a beautiful dinosaur. And we also, of course, have one of my basically childhood dreams. I'm crying, I'm emotional, and I'm in tears. So it'd be a fair statement to say this is a big snapshot, but it'd maybe be a more fairer statement to say this is one of the biggest snapshots ever. This snapshot has not only added like a million new things to the game, but it's also effectively doubled the size of the 1.20 update. Look at all this stuff, it's beautiful. Where do I even start? Today's snapshot video is going to be a little bit different than usual because typically I would learn about these features and figure it out and teach you about them, but I gotta blind react to these things. The Sniffer. The very first time I put in a Sniffer in game, what? It's so big. It's so big. What is this thing? Oh, the sounds are beautiful too. Oh my god. Okay, so the Sniffer here. I did read a little bit about it. Basically, you cannot tame this mob, and there's no way to get it to like lead it around, I think. Why is it like chasing me? What are you doing? What are you doing, Sniffer? Do you follow me? If I go over here, do you follow? What are you doing? It looks like it's following me, right? I don't think it's supposed to. Alright, so check this out. For legal reasons, this isn't real, but if I hit the Sniffer, it does panic. Oh, you have a big interior. Oh, you're so spacious and roomy. Wow, and you got that strider color too. Oh, it's beautiful. The Sniffer is a passive mob that will wander around and, well, sniff like it's doing right here. Every once in a while, the Sniffer will dig. It doesn't seem like there's a way to tempt the Sniffer to dig quite yet. It's just gonna, like, dig. Oh, that animation. Oh my god, that animation. Oh, and that animation too. Okay, so it's digging right now. While it digs, it digs, and then it throws up onto the ground. Maybe did it do it? Oh, you did it. You did it. Right there, we have the first of maybe multiple ancient seeds. I don't know. Based off of the leak, it kind of seemed like it. But this thing right here, this is called torchflower seeds. And the torchflower. Oh, the torchflower. So the torchflower, or at least the torchflower seeds. If you try and use these on a normal block, it will not work. You're gonna need to place the torchflower seed on a farmland block and then give it time. It's gonna grow up. Or give it bone meal. That's stage 2, stage 3, and I guess that's stage 3. After that, we can go ahead and break this thing, and we get one torchflower. It seems like every single time. Now, the torchflower, I have a big question. I'm not too sure about the torchflower and what we can do. If we put it in the crafting table, ooh, a dye, okay. Orange dye, interesting. I mean, come on, we gotta check it. Is it called torchflower for a reason? No, that would be so cool. Please, update this thing and make it be a flower that gives off light, right? That would be so amazing to decorate a base. Back to our beautiful friend, Samuel the Sniffer. So the Sniffer, the baby Sniffer, the Snifflet, it is here as well. The only Sniffer-related thing that seems to be completely missing is the actual Sniffer egg item. That's not in game quite yet, so if you want to check it out, creative only it seems like. But oh my gosh, I could look at this thing all the video long. It's just beautiful and amazing, but I think I need to move on. I'm sorry, Sniffer, but we gotta move on. For today's snapshot, we'll basically be solely focusing on the new 1.20 things, but just know that there are definitely some 1.19.4 things in this thing as well. In total here, we're looking at about 30-something bug fixes. Some of these things having to do with horse breeding, and actually, speaking of horse breeding, included in some of the 1.19.4 changes. We actually have a change to horse breeding that seems like it's going to make it easier to actually get like a good horse here. It's really nice, but it's also not like a Sniffer. It's also not archaeology, so we're not talking about it today. Next up, because I mean, we're here already, I think we need to talk about Minecraft's newest biome. It is officially called the Cherry Grove. Cherry. I still learned it. It's officially called the Cherry Grove biome. That's it. The Cherry Grove biome is a brand new mountain biome. My luck with this world, I made a new one for the snapshot. My luck for this one is like amazing. It's off the charts. This thing is like 500 blocks from spawn. Admittedly, it's a little bit small, but it doesn't matter. It's still got flowers all over the ground and the brand new trees. Now, the cool thing about this biome is that as we move through it, we get these particle effects slowly starting to like drip down. We'll try and find a bigger one in a minute and see how immersive it really gets, but the ground. Oh, these flowers. Are these not the flowers from like the birch forest concept art? It's so cool. An interesting thing about these flowers is they come in different forms here. This flower, it kind of looks like alone, right? And so I break it and I get just one. Meanwhile, let's see, like this one, it's a little bit more full, so we're gonna get like 3. This one right here, all the way full, so we get 4. Basically, it's a new way of placing flowers on the ground, it looks like. These items are called the pink petal item. Put it in a crafting table, and you get a pink dye. I said I wasn't going to do tutorial mode, but here I am. I just fall back into the routine. So anyways, we place one on the block, we place another, and another. It just fills up like that. I love this. This is so cool. I would love to see them update the old flowers, or like, maybe just like add some new other flowers into the game and make it so you could like, you know, double up these flowers on the blocks too. Wow. That's a genius idea. I love that. Here's what I'm thinking we do, lads. We go ahead and teleport ourselves, hey, you know, like 10,000 blocks away. Locate a biome cherry grove, roll it, and it does. All right, it's looking a little small right now. By the way, the grass color, as you can see here, it's like a little brighter, a little bit more lively. It almost reminds me of like that savanna tone, but like not at the same time, definitely not. But like, as you can see, compared to the forest biome right there and the plains one, yeah, it's different. This is small. I feel scammed. All right, taking a look at this one from the sky. We've got a big biome here. It's large, it's massive, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Walking around on the ground here, the first thing I see is rabbits. It looks like we're gonna have rabbits at this biome, which definitely makes sense. It's wonderful. And then look at this thing. I'm just so happy. I can't stop smiling. I can't stop laughing right now. I don't know why I laugh when I'm happy, but like, it's what's happening, all right? Yeah, wow. So as a little refresher from yesterday's video, the mobs we're gonna find here is, I guess, the rabbit, but definitely bees, sheeps, and sheep, and pig here as well. We're gonna find that 4 combination of mobs, and of course, a lot of these beautiful trees, they look so good. Wow, these particle effects. I think I need this for more leaves in the game now, like the birch leaves or something. Wow, this is beautiful. I really like when this biome starts to get a little bit more thick here. Like, just standing here and looking down that way, all I can see is basically trees on the horizon over there. Back that way, same thing. Like, that's really good. It's dense in here, it's beautiful. And, well, aside from the mobs and the different blocks here, everything else is, like, the same with this biome. Meaning, like, it's not like the Mushroom Island with, like, a unique cow or different mob spawning rules. But speaking of unique cow, I mean, is this not the opportunity? Now, as any good and strong capitalist would do, you would move into this biome and think about exploitation. Meaning, we find the tree axe, we walk over to the tree and chop it down, and first off, purple logs, obviously, all over the place. That's crazy. We chop it down, and we get that brand new, beautiful wood type. Now, this is one thing that I checked out here, and first things first, listen. Pretty sure that's a different sound, right? Like, that's definitely, for sure, it's different. Yeah, it's gotta be different, but... oh, wow, it's so good. And look at this. If you thought the purple log was cool, it gets even better. You strip these logs and it's like a beautiful, perfect pink color. This is going to be so amazing for building. Like I said the other day, I didn't ever know I wanted a pink tree, but now I need a, hey, watch it. Now I need a pink tree. I just could say it in the game forever. Let's check this wood set out. So back over here with our good friend Samuel the Strider, I've had a little bit of time to experiment with the wood and just basically lay it all out for you. First things first, we'll start with the boat over here. I was curious if this was going to be like a raft or something, kind of like bamboo or what, but no, it's just a normal boat, which is fine, it's cool. Then we've got the plank right here, which, one thing that I like about this one really like about this one compared to some of the other plank types in the game is, it's like soft, like that pink texture right there, the dark parts, it's not as dark, which makes it like, yeah, you know, like I said, soft. Of course, as you would expect, it's a full wood family, baby, which means we get a staircase, we get the slab right there. We got that wonderful purple log. That's going to be so intriguing for building. And of course, alongside the purple log, we got the full, like, wood block without that top trunk. Anyways, like we just checked out, a beautiful pink toad on the stripped log right there. That's going to be even more pink, like a lot more pink than the actual plank itself. Love that. Shh, listen. It's definitely different. It's definitely different for sure. Got that pink fence gate. The signs over here, way more intense pink on that one, just like the stripped log again. And checks out, looks good. And then dramatic drum roll, please, because, oh, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. I'm crying again. I can't stop crying today. I'm so emotional. Look at this door right here. That it reminds me of like a garden, like some kind of greenhouse aesthetic. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. And the trapdoor too, don't even get me started. You know me, I love a good trapdoor. When it comes to a new wood type, one of my most excited, most favorite things about a new wood type is like a brand new type of trapdoor that we can work with, and it just looks so good. Oh, that's loud. Back over at our demo land, we end with this pressure plate, the button right there, and of course, the beautiful chest boat that I always forget about in survival. It's wonderful. Now, moving on, we got the sapling to the tree right there. That's what it looks like. Really, really nice looking. Inside of a pot. Beautiful. Great for decorating a build. Then we got these wonderful leaves, and I think these leaves, if you want to talk about decorating a build here, oh man, for decorating a build and making like that springtime vibe or something, it's great. Even more interestingly, check it out. I placed them right there, and the particles fall out of the leaf, like from below. Just like with the sniffer, this is something I really could talk about all the video long, and this is where I've got a decision for you to make. In general, all of your thoughts and takes, throw them down below, but which of the main features in the snapshot would you like to hear more about from me? You let me know down below, and I'll definitely be making more on all of it, but which one comes first? Out of the tree types that I've seen so far, this is one of my favorite cherry tree types. So, like, it just looks so good. I like how it, like, branches out and it's, like, real wide. It literally looks like a heart. Like, oh, look, a message from me to you. A heart. Oh. Anyways, quick bone meal test. Go ahead and place it down and bone meal maybe a couple more of these just to show you what it kind of looks like here when you grow these trees. And actually, that's, like, 2 different types that are basically the same so far. Maybe 3. But, yeah, you know, you're kind of looking at something like this. A beautiful tree shape, but... oh boy, but we should move on. Last and definitely not least today, the feature that is 2 years in the making. We will locate structure pyramid. We're looking for desert pyramid for this one, because right around the desert pyramid, and actually the desert well, sus sand. Alright, so not the best generation when it comes to the pyramid, but it's fine, it checks out. Going down on the ground here, I haven't checked this out quite yet. Let's see if we can find the sand. Walking around. I hope the biome placement didn't mess it up. How close are we thinking here? And how much is it gonna stand out? Alright, well, looking around. I'm looking at every single block, scanning it with my eyes, and... let's try something. I haven't looked up the recipe of this thing quite yet, but the brush. How does one craft the brush? Not like that. Oh! Interesting, sticks and string. Fair enough. So, when it comes to sus sand, we're looking for a block that looks like that, which looks like it's going to significantly stand out here. No, when compared to the desert temple, I'm not seeing anything. Wonder how close or far we need to be. Moving into the structure itself and looking around, I don't see any, like, suspicious sand in here. Which stand out quite a bit in fall, I guess. But this is interesting. There's sand in here on the floor. I swear there was never a thing before. What if we dig a little bit? I don't know. Let's see if I can figure this out before, like, going back and looking it up even more. Let's keep moving through the desert here. See what else we can find. Aha! After a little bit of wandering, I find a new desert pyramid. So, looking around the desert pyramid here. This is mysterious. Does it not generate yet? Well, that's cool. That's really, really cool. It's not the right sand, but that's sweet. Well, this is strange. Maybe I'm missing something or something. If you figure out what I'm doing wrong, let me know about it down below. But if I dig around, you know, maybe the thing would get buried. Logically speaking, that could make sense. You come over here and dig, but then that seems like a little bit much, right? Like, you dig out all of the sand just to find a thing, maybe? That's like a lot of work. Oh. Whoops. And so, back over to my local desert temple it was. After removing a few blocks, I figured it out. Alright, so at the back of the desert temple, the 2 that I found, there was strange sand in the corner. I started removing the blocks, and well. So now we will go ahead and brush you away slowly, and oh my gosh, there it is. It's nothing too exciting, just gunpowder. But, oh, yeah, that's it. So it seems like this stuff is going to be buried inside of the structures. Like literally, like you gotta excavate it. We'll brush it away. TNT explosives. What were the ancients doing? That's dangerous. Alright, so we just go ahead and keep removing these blocks. And just slowly, as we dig away the sand, we start to find even more suspicious sand. You can indeed jump on the sand. It doesn't do anything. It looks like the structure, like generation or like physically, it has changed now, which is so intriguing. And yes, this is what I was looking for. This shard. There are 4 shards inside of this snapshot. That's one of them. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Let's go ahead and flip into creative and keep removing some of this structure though. And oh wow, look at this. Look at this. They actually did change the structure. Going under the ground here.
All right, nothing.
Yeah, no, like continuing to clear out the sand. It's actually a new room added to the desert pyramid. First time in like forever. Look at that. You got a staircase right here you would walk down in the olden days, and then you get this room. If this means, like, when they add this to other structures, they update them too. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. It will be beautiful. And is that? Oh, it couldn't be. Oh, it is. You can find diamonds in this stuff too. Oh, that's so cool. So in full, when I fully excavate or clear out this room, we end up with something that looks like this. That's interesting. The 4 shards that we have in the game right now, we've got archer, we've got prize, we've got arms up, and finally, we've got skull. So let's see if I can figure this one out. Inside of the crafting table, if we put these things in here, we get a pot. But let's say I wanted to maybe keep that one and put brick right here. We do that, we get a pot still. But basically the brick makes a flat plain side. The other sides have these shards. If I want the pot back, I can break it. The changelog says to smash a pot with any block breaking tool to get the shards back. So we'll go ahead and put that back and then smash it with a pickaxe, and oh, I just broke it. That's so cool. That's awesome. I really like that. Now it looks like this recipe is going to be like a shaped recipe, meaning you need to kind of like shape it like a pot, right? But wow, that's wonderful. And it's also a Lego. Now back over here at spawn, I did run a few tests with this pot stuff, and first things first, they do stack, definitely stack, and second, you can definitely put a block on top of them too. When you do that, as you can see here, it's a little bit less than a block. The pot, is it affected by gravity? Well, no, it is not, and it also doesn't really have a break sound sometimes. The bottom of the pot is completely flat, which is intriguing because, come on, logically. What? Big question. Items, can they go inside of the pot? Well, first things first, you can't interact with it, so that's not looking too hot. If you stand on the pot, you get that. And let's say we put a hopper in a pot and then throw something in. Well, the item was picked up for sure, but it's just in a hopper. I really would love to see them add like a storage functionality to this pot later on. Maybe you have to literally drop items into it for it to pick it up. So out of archaeology, the wonderful Sniffer or the Cherry Grove stuff, which one are you most intrigued about? As always, if you find any secrets or big things I missed on the snapshot, post about it on r/waddles. That's it for 23w07a. A Bedrock beta also dropped today, and inside of that beta, you've got archaeology and you got the Sniffer. No cherry stuff quite yet though. Anyways, thanks for watching, friends. This has been me, Waddles. So like, subscribe, and check out this video next. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.